Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Poker House Dallas, Poker House Live. Eddie the Asian Sensation in the booth, flying solo for the final table of this Easter Sunday $10,000 buy-in, or $10,000 guarantee, $130 buy-in, 102 entries, $3,062 up top. We're just a few seconds away from the final table here at Poker House Dallas, Poker House Live. And as the players get situated, going over the live stream rules, hope everyone's had a good Sunday, Easter Sunday with family, friends, Easter egg hunts, chocolate candy. Thank you for tuning in this Sunday afternoon for this final table here at Poker House Dallas. Again, $130 buy-in, 10K guarantee. Total prize pool then $10,200. Not gonna lie, was worried, sweating a little bit. Wasn't sure what the turnout was gonna be this Sunday, but ended up hitting the guarantee. Have not missed a guarantee on this tournament yet. Some new faces on this final table. New dealer in the box locked in. Brandon Perry, Eric Anderson on Action Tracker, and again going over the live stream rules. Kind of tell them how it goes here with our live stream. Again, one of the only streams that streams 6 to 7 days a week. Low stakes, mid stakes, final tables, a variety of different live streams for your viewing pleasure. So stay tuned. We are at the final table here. Again, $3,062 up top. The final 9 players remaining. Going to go ahead and switch over a little bit here. Going to turn up the table mic. I actually don't need to go on the table mic. Just me going over the stuff. So, all right. Let me know what everybody's done so far for Thanksgiving. Hope everybody's had a good Thanksgiving so far. Again, in the 1 seat, we're going to have Keegan starting us off. Captain Under Pairs. One of our Monday night commentators on a regular here in our room. Quad J in the 3-seat. Knock in the 3-seat. In the 4-seat. Dwight Williams in the 5-seat. Monty in the 6-seat. Jesus in the 7-seat. He-Man in the 8-seat. And Isaac, one of our new dealers here at Poker House Dallas, making the final table here. Again, if you haven't liked, shared, and subscribed our YouTube channel. So, got Doug R in the chat, Frank Boysford in the chat, Poker Monkey, Rita Hewlin, some of our regulars, got Tori. I know people are asking for points. I guess I'll go ahead and be nice. Oops. And get you guys some points here this Easter Sunday. 2,500 points coming your way before we get going. Ooh, almost said 25,000. Good thing I didn't hit enter. 2,500 points your way. Let's turn up this table mic. Again, Brandon Perry making his live stream dealer debut. 4 minutes left. Gonna establish the button. And here we are underway. Cards are now in the air. We are starting off level 13 with about 4 minutes left. 5K small blind, 10K big blind, 10K big blind ante. Again, small blind, 5K, 10K big blind, 10K big blind ante. With about 4 minutes left. And level 13. Did I say Thanksgiving? Hey, yeah, whatever. Tomato, tomato. Feels like Thanksgiving. Lots of chocolate. Chip counts will be up at the conclusion of this hand. See how many of these players are in terms of stack depth. Jesus +2, 10 big blinds, pretty standard rip with pocket 8s. Keegan the cutoff with 37 big blinds, ace-6 suited. Gonna cost him about 1/4 of his stack. Still have action behind. If he's from the big blind, you know, actually don't like a call there either. Knocking the big blind 5-6 suited is going to put her all in if she opts to call here. But again, from an early position, rip, going to have to lay that down. Jesus taking down the first hand of this pot. Whoops, sorry about that. And again, for those of you, you still have a few hours left. Easter Sunday, that's the tournament right now. To the left, special offer, $8 an hour. You can buy as many hours as you would like. Again, you have to physically come into the building in order to redeem that. You can't call on the phone and try to buy time. You have to be in the room to actually buy it. About 7 or 8 cash tables going on along with this final table. Got Mighty Hammer in the chat as well. I haven't had anything to drink. I am so tired. Keegan here in the hijack. Gonna go 3.5x to 35,000. Look for Captain under pairs here. The 3-bet with Jackson the cutoff. See what sizing he's gonna go use here. It's a pretty small raise. I'd like to see him go slightly bigger than that, but still gonna force players behind. Keegan to make the call with ace-6 offsuit. Pretty speculative and loose call. Keegan here with overcard and a gutter to a straight. This is a better board for him. Keegan's gonna rip a stack. Snap call by Cup. Interesting move. Not a big fan of that move, especially our 3-bet. Captain under pair is definitely representing over pairs. And if Keegan actually had a straight or like a sort of 2-pair or set there, he would try to get more value with that hand. Cup in a great position here. Big hand for Cup. Again, that was our clock with about 30 seconds left in the remaining in this level. Blinds will be up next level. Level 14 is going to be 10K small blind, 15K big blind, 15K big blind ante. Let's take a look at these stack sizes real quick. The final table, 63 big blinds now for Captain under pairs after that big hand against Keegan. Keegan had a really, really good spot. Big ICM blunder there, especially with having 37, 35 big blinds. Definitely could potentially cost them a few $100s, especially some of these other big blinds behind. Very, very aggressive move by Keegan there, especially after a 3-bet from Cup, a small 3-bet from Cup. Now Keegan down to 6 big blinds after starting this final table off. Second in chips, I believe, second or third in chips now. Hope to ladder up a little bit, though. Chelsea Wheeler. Dad's on the final table in the 2-seat with his famous hat and sunglasses. Nice hammer. Blind versus blind scenario. Look at this. Folds all the way to Monty. Monty in the big blind with ace-king suited. Definitely would have opened there. And now blinds are officially up. 10K small blind, 15K big blind, 15K big blind ante for this final table. Chelsea, your dad's going to be in the booth with Chris Larkin tomorrow. Either I'm running tracker or I'm running the tournament one that you haven't decided yet. So, again, thank you for all 43 viewers in the chat. If you haven't yet liked, shared, and subscribed to this specific, go ahead and give us a thumbs up here. Isaac here and EP gonna rip the rest of his stack. Keegan here just gonna make a light call with Jack-6 offsuit. Quad J ace-5 suited, gonna fold, giving the action. A7 suited for Dwight on the button, gonna lay the hand down. It's gonna go heads up, King Queen versus Jack-6. 70-30 spot here for Isaac. Good spot for him to double up. Or nearly double up. Isaac with the best hand. South 2 overcards in the gutter to a straight. Oh, so okay. Hand 4, the cards did not read correctly for Keegan. I think there's probably, Eric, there was probably with the card, maybe a card being not registered correctly. I'm not going to. So the hand was inadvertently awarded to Isaac. I was warm to this hand. He did have ace jack offsuit, so Keegan in the 1 seat actually got a nice little double up in that spot. Again, Eric is getting all that squared up on Action Tracker. Isaac's going to be first to act, knowing with the big blind coming up next, and he's all in the dark. I don't hate that spot. Especially with the blinds coming up. If he has less than 30K, he's not going to be... Oh, yeah, he has a little bit. Queen 4 suited. Not a horrible... He could have gotten in worse. Knock here with Queen 9 suited. Going to make the call as well. Queen's out of play. He-Man's going to fold. Isaac versus Knock in this spot. Isaac going to need clubs or a 4 on this run out. All right, nice little gutter from both players. 4 on the turn, Isaac, and actually in a good spot not going to the river. Gonna need a 9-6. 2 pair for Isaac, getting him up to 7 big blinds now. About 15 minutes left in this level. Again, these are 20-minute levels. This is a weekly Sunday tournament that we run here at Poker House. The last Sunday of the month is the next gen meetup game. For today specifically, it's just $130 buy and 10K guarantee. Again, we run this tournament every Sunday. I don't know, Tori. I know you have 8 points. I'll tell you what. I'll just override and just give you additional points. I'll give you like 50,000. Keegan here under the gun with queens. Look for him to open. Doesn't need a rip. Does elect to rip. Yeah, he can open smaller. I guess with 11 big blinds there, it's kind of like a... You really don't have any min opens. It's just going to rip under the gun. Could have gone for a small min click open. Takes down the blinds. Going to get a free orbit, essentially. All right, Tori, I'm going to give you some points. All right, points awarded, Tori. Tori, you have to be subscribed, and I think you have to like the stream in order to actually like receive the points. I don't know. That's not an area of my expertise. Knock here with pocket deuces. Just going to get it all in. Monty with ace-6 suited. Now, if he's from the blinds, he can call from here. Little min raise here to isolate Knock. Knock here, a 50-50 spot. Good flop produces though. Oh, turns a set. Gonna get a nice little double up. Monte's pretty much drawing dead. Yep. Knock now with 6 big blinds. Sorry, type in exclamation points. I do it again. Did I give the wrong person points? I could have. Weird. I'm trying to figure out what's going on here. Let me do this again. Do this again. Quad J here under the gun. They're going to open to 40K. Just slightly under 3x. Okay, try it again in about 60 seconds. I overroll the software. Cup, you're gonna defend out of the big blind. 38 big blinds. Looking for a nice favorable flop for him. A great flop. Quad J after flop middle pair and a redraw to the second nut flush draw. So what sizing J is gonna go with here. There's about 150K left. And Cup's not going to call here. A lot of these cards are better for Quad J's under the gun opening range. He's going to have a lot of all the Ace X's, a lot of the Ace Queens, King Queens, Ace X type hands. Jay going to take that pot down. Then 53 viewers in the chat. Thank you for tuning in. Easter Sunday. Hope all of you had a good family day. I said Thanksgiving earlier, but Easter Sunday. Again, we are at the final table of the Easter 10K guarantee, $130 buy-in, 102 total entries, creating a prize pool of over $10,200, $3,062 up top for first place. Some new players to this final table, some returning faces to this final table. Knock here with 10s under the gun, gonna rip it. Dwight in a weird spot with King Queen offsuit. Yeah, good fold. Now again, Knock being short stacked, having a short stack depth, could be ripping it wide under the gun, but Cup here with a slightly speculative call out of the small one, King 7 suited. Quad J here gonna isolate. Oh, he's gonna fold. Okay, I thought I heard a raise. Cup here with some backdoor equity, some backdoor straight, backdoor clubs. 7 gives him some additional outs. Counterfeit 2 pair outs. King or 7. 6 of clubs. Knock scratching and crawling her way back. Get 9 players left remaining in this tournament. We are at the final table. Blinds are now up to 10K small blind, 20K big blind, 20K big blind ante. The pink chips are 5K, blue chips 25K. Yeah, I just gave you a ton of points. Suited ace from Jesus, +2. Gonna rip it for the rest of the stack. Keegan here in the cutoff with 11 big blinds. Gonna cost him pretty much a good portion of his stack. While Jay here, just gonna have to lay suited aces down. Hoping Jesus is potentially eliminated or Keegan getting down to crumbles. Yeah, good fold there. Not going to fold as well. Going to get heads up. Jesus pretty behind here. You're going to need spades or an 8 here without a 9 to run out.
In there.
King 10-3 flop. Some chop outs though. Queen of clubs. Again, additional chop outs.
That's too greedy.
Jesus there baking the 8 to actually take this pot down. Any face card or any pairing board would have probably put them in a spot where they chop. And instead he actually full doubles up from Keegan. Keegan now down to crumbs. Now Keegan, He-Man, and Isaac are the short stacks. Pull up these stack sizes again. The 3 low stacks, all less than 5 big blinds. Now, it's very important for these middling stacks to try and get these small stacks to full to ICM ladder jump. Again, relative to the actual dollar amount, the ICM jumps aren't significant. However, in terms of the value relative to the buy-in, as a percentage, as a ratio, some ICM implications. Folds all the way around to the cutoff. It's going to be a blind versus blind scenario. Not going to limp the small blind. Well, Dwight's just going to check his option. Not checking in the dark here. Both players check flop. Jack of hearts. I want to see if someone's going to take the betting lead here. Nope, both players just going to check. It is a chop pot.
30.
Oh, look at this. What would have been a chop pot? Knock. Bets on the river. Gets Dwight to fold. Picks up some chips here. Again, the next player to bust. We get $275 for their efforts. Take a look at these payouts real quick. First, again, $3,062. Second, $1,897. All the way down to 9th place, $275. Again, Eddie the Asian Sensation in the booth, flying slow in the booth for this final table. I'm sorry, we're at level 14. I said 10, 20, 20. We are still at level 14 where the small blinds 10K, big blinds 15K, 15K, big blind ante. Keegan here, gonna rip his stack. 5 big blinds with 10s. A really good spot to double up. If someone calls him. Knock here with King Queen offsuit. Gonna make the call. Has overs. We get it heads up. King Queen versus 10s. 3-6 ace board, 1 diamond, knock with backdoor diamonds, backdoor Broadway draw. You need a king or queen on this river to eliminate Keegan. Gets there on the river, eliminates Keegan. Now again, Keegan started this final table off with over 30 big blinds and tried to bluff cup On that one hand, we had ace-6 offsuit. He opened and then got 3-bet small and then ripped the flop. And if he didn't make that move, he probably could have finished 7th or 6th and made an additional $300, $400, $500. But Keegan eliminated 9th place. Good game for $275. Again, if you haven't liked the stream, go ahead and do that for us here. Okay, I got 6 of you in the chat and only 9 likes. I need at least 25 likes, 30 likes. Quad J, Jack 9 offsuit in the hijack. Raise there. Jesus with 10-9 suited. Gonna defend the big blind. Very good hand. That flops well and does well post flop. So the flop is okay. There he goes. Jesus here. Flop trips. Checks flop for deception. Let's see if he can start building a pot here. Quad J's just gonna check. Okay, Quad J's gonna bet here. This board, so it's pretty wet now, so he should be coming in for a check raise here. Yeah, he is gonna come in a check raise. Gonna go 3x. Gonna get Quad J the fold. Now, if Quad J had a hand like Jack 9 of spades, I mean Jack of spades. Jesus here picking up a nice little pot. Let's take a look at these big blinds as they adjust. Jesus started really short stack, now up to 20 big blinds. Last few seconds in this level before it goes to level 15. Those new blind levels will be 10K for the small blind, 20K for the big blind, and 20K for the big blind ante. Hearing the clock down there in the background. Again, Brandon Perry in the box. Eric Anderson on tracker. Isaac here, great hand. Ace King offsuit. Gonna get his stack in for 70K. Almost 5K. Go either way with this hand. Again, with the big blind coming up and him being short stacked, Cup would be more inclined to raise here to try to isolate. Just gonna make the call. Could invite some other players, but acting from behind.
70,000.
Jesus in the small blind gonna fold. He ain't gonna fold. Good spot for Isaac to double up just before the blinds hit. Captain under pair is gonna need a jack. Both players flopping an ace. Isaac well ahead. Cup's gonna need a jack on the turn or river. Isaac with a double up now. Up to 12 big blinds. Couldn't have been better time now that the big blind's up to him now. Brand new is $130 bind for this tournament, 10K guarantee. We were sweating it. Only reason I was sweating it was because it was Easter Sunday and I didn't know plans for people. Eric and I actually had a bet that we were going to overlay, and we set a line of what we thought the overlay was going to be. He picked the over. I think we picked 70. I picked the under, and it was going to be $1 per person, so I'm down $32 on day, plus $300 for cash, approximately. Wait, let me check. 15 hours, 17, 20, about $450 down for the day. I may go play after this. Try to get some of it back. Chase my losses. No, just kidding. Not really going to chase my losses, but All right, what did everybody do for Easter Sunday with family or just hanging out? Or like some of these D-gens playing poker. King Jack offsuit under the gun, for captain under pairs. This is the hand that you can open fold. Just gonna limp from early position. Yep. Very good hand, reasonable hand to rip it with. Jesus here with pocket fours. Now pocket fours after a limp and a rip. It's gonna cost him half his stack. It's one thing to rip with fours, but it's one thing to call off a rip. Good fold there. Now, captain under pairs, and he's lost some hands by making some speculative calls pre-flop when he built up that big chip stack against Keegan, who tried to bluff him within the first 5 hands of the final table. Wisely lets his hand go. Again, 8 players now remaining. Next player eliminated gets $347. Knock here with fours. Now has 17 big blinds to work with as the blind level increases. It's probably gonna limp here, yeah. Gonna limp with fours. Monte with 7 big blinds, ace, 8 suited, could get his chip stack in. Yep, I like the rip there. Yeah, when you get a limp and then a rip, the remaining players behind have to call off a lot tighter. Captain on pairs here, not in a good spot. I'm gonna have to let this hand go. And Knock can't like this spot. It's gonna cost her nearly half of her stack after she just built it up. We'll leave her below 10 big blinds. Carving out calling chips though. You have to think, how wide is Monty's? I don't hate the fold. Again, there's still some chip stacks, short chip stack sizes. He-Man with 2 big blinds, right? Let me see. Yeah, 2 big blinds, Isaac with 6. So she doesn't need to make these speculative calls. Try to let some of these smaller stacks bust out and ladder up for a few more $100. Again, 8 players remaining. Isaac and He-Man, the short stacks, both players with 6 and 2 big blinds respectively. And He-Man's got a couple more hands before he gets in the big blind. He's gonna have to shove pretty wide pretty soon. King Jack offsuit can't open this. Knock implementing a limping strategy. Again, I'm not a big fan of limping in tournaments. Limping is not pimping, unlike what Daniel Negreanu says. Captain Underpair is going to complete out of the small blind. Quad J going to rip his stack in. All right, Knock's going to call out the pairs with a snap fold. Quad J here. All right, let's continue to do deck, maybe. Ace deuce 9. Knock still in the lead so far. Quad, you need a queen or a 10. 6 of spades on the turn. Drawn to a queen and a 10 only. Ace of diamonds. Knock eliminates Quad J. These small stacks, Isaac and He-Man laddering up. Good game there. Finishing with $347. Gonna be having a 1K cap live stream tomorrow. Gonna get that thumbnail up and running probably before the end of this evening.
Someone put a phone in her hand?
Or a buzzer. Alright, y'all, we have a dead small. It's 20 to play.
She's about to slap you, man.
Big, nice cards.
Monty plus one ace three offsuit. Ooh, very speculative. Open from EP. Even if you're 6, 7 handed, this is a hand you generally lay. Oh, it's ace three suited. Excuse me. 2.5x. I don't hate the open. Again, as you start losing players on the final table, you can open up your opening range slightly. Not going to defend the big blind with ace four offsuit. Monty here flopping the best of it. Knock with the ace of spades. Very relevant card here. King of clubs. I'd like to see Monty take a stab here after knock checks flop and turn.
35,000.
I like a quarter size pot bet. Not gonna be forced to lay this hand down. Knock makes the call with just ace high. Oh, wow. And knock sucks out. Doesn't need a bet here. Has some showdown value. Go check on the river. Ace 3, ace 4. Not going to take this pot down.
I know you have 3. I know you look being over and you check but 3.
We have a dead button.
Oh my god.
Small blind, big blind, please.
Seven players remaining. Scott Friedman in the chat. You were pretty close to the money, right, Scott?
5,000 and 5,000. Yes, sir. It is 10, 20, 20.
After this level, about 10 minutes left, halfway through this level, blinds. Those blinds will be 15K small blind, 30K big blind, 30K big blind ante. Currently in level 15, where the blinds are 10K for the small blind, 20K for the big blind, 20K for the big blind ante. Folds all the way to Isaac and the cutoff, King 9 offsuit, gonna fold. Captain under pairs now down to 16 big blinds. And knock again. Relatively short for a good portion of this final table. Now up to 32 big blinds. I believe she's the chip leader now. I'll confirm that after this hand. Knock here, flopping 2 pair. Turns 2 pair. Small bet.
20.
Bet 1/3 pot. He has a blind versus blind scenario. Dwight just gonna fill up his cards over. Yeah, I think a couple saying he had like 15,000 left with a few, they were in the money, but not anywhere close to the final table yet. All right, stack size, knock. 34 big blinds, Dwight. 21 big blinds, Captain of the Pairs, 16. 3 short stacks, Monty, Isaac, Hyman, He-Man. Less than 6 big blinds or less. Isaac here, pretty standard rip from the hijack, with ace jack offsuit. I think Monty's gonna call here. Gonna make the call. Ace Jack versus Ace Deuce suited. Isaac 68%. Monty about 32% in this hand. Great flop for Isaac. Gonna need running wheel cards. Oh, yeah, pretty much he's drawn dead. Oh, he's dead. Monty eliminated in 7th place. $428 for a 7th place finish. Congratulations, Monty. Now has 6 players remaining. Again, it's not reflected quite yet there, but now down to 6 players here for this Easter Sunday. $130 buy-in, $10K guarantee, $10,200 prize pool, $3,062 up top.
All right, we're gonna have another dead small.
Hyman and Isaac now the short stacks at this table.
Usually you play. You have X.
I'm about to play this blind. Just going
X
full.
jack and a big hand. This
That was
hand.
mine. I was talking about. I can't play blind. I gotta wait.
That was the case ace too.
No, go ahead.
All right, guys, sorry about that. We accidentally unplugged the table underneath, and it just froze everything up. So give me a second. I'm going to try to reset this quickly, and we might lose a couple of hands, but we'll be right back. So I'm going to... Okay, after this next hand, I'm going to, let's go make fold a boom. All right, there you go.
All right, looks like we have things squared away. We're going to get accurate chip counts here in just a few minutes. Sorry about all that.
Why? Oh, you're gonna win, man.
Oh, give it to me.
He's gonna give it to you one way or the other.
Good dream.
Oh, shoot.
Oh,
Give me a 5.
Jesus here with top pair. He-Man with a gutter to a straight. Jack of clubs does not help. About 8% now, 9%. Gets there on the river to double him up.
See, I told you never know. See?
you're supposed to give it to him like that.
6 big blind, or 6 players remaining. Next player to bust.
No. 7-8 good, right? 7-8 good. I don't know.
All right, y'all, we have a dead.
7-8 would have been good.
Dead button here.
Would have had 3. 7-8 win? Yeah.
Like 25 years.
All in blinds, they work. They work. All in blinds.
That's what I'm gonna have to say.
Well, they got the 3.
Dead button. 20,000.
Captain Underpairs here with 8s plus 1 for an open 40 to 50K. Doesn't need to go too big. Again, now 6-handed.
45,000.
I like the size here. Knocking the hijack with King 10 offsuit. It's a hand you would normally fold to an EP position open. King 10 suited you could maybe call here. Good fold there by knock. Looks like Cup's going to get a little walk here. Nice hand. Cup on the comeback trail. 6 players remain. Let's take a look at these chip stack sizes. Thought the chip stack sizes were going to pop up.
Yeah, you were. You did. I was trying to get the table on table. You were just too stubborn.
And Cup here with Ace Jack offsuit. Look for a pretty standard open 6-handed 40K this time, min raising it. Now, I'm a big advocate for using the same opening sizes. Jesus here on the button, Ace Queen suited. Should be a rip. Yep, going to be rip his stack here. Should be a fold from Captain Underpairs. You got to think his under the gun opening range is tight based off this configuration. And with that being said, for Jesus to rip his remaining stack in, it's about 10, 11 big blinds. Good fold there by Captain Underpairs. Brandon doing a great job in the box. Asked me if he could deal his final table. I said, you know what, let's get you trained a little bit. Trained him about 10-15 minutes left. 10-15 minutes before the final table. Doing a really good job so far. Again, 55 viewers in the chat. Tara Harrison in the chat. Tori, now that I gave you all these points, you are definitely not practicing proper Streamlabs bankroll management.
I had something earlier.
Hyman here with ace-6 suited. Captain under pairs. This is a fold. King queen suited, you can make the call, but especially after a limp from the cutoff. Oh, it's not that much. The blinds are. It's only 40 more to call. I don't hate a call here. The problem is with Jesus. Is Jesus going to just call behind, or is he going to re-rip his stack? Yeah, I don't hate this call here, especially after yeah, and then with Jesus re-ripping it here. Now Captain under pairs is going to be forced to fold. I like the re-rip by Jesus.
Trying to decide how hungry I am.
Now this is a fold. Good fold. We go heads up. Sevens versus ace-6 suited. Nice flopper He-Man here. Flopping the nut flush draw. Ace for spade. Jack of clubs. Still has 27% going into the river. Queen of hearts. Jesus now with a relatively healthy chip stack. Now down to 5 players. Let's take a look at this here.
Odds are 15, 30.
Now the discrepancy between the chip leader and Knock, again, who started this final table relatively short, and Isaac has become more compressed now. 5 players left remaining. Next player eliminated gets $714.
You have to play taxes on everything, but I think it's only, what is it, over 6,000 or 75?
It's like 55,000. And Dwight, who started this final table off as a chip leader, has been super spot dead. Yeah, pretty standard rip on the button with 8s here. Less than 10 big blinds. Just gonna min raise it. Cup may re-rip here.
Can't get you in trouble. When you get those hands all the time.
Would have liked to seen Isaac rip his stack here. Especially with 10 big blinds. I wonder if Isaac is going to implement a... No, there's no ace folding 8s here. Good fold.
You want to play with you?
I like the action. Yeah, 1-0. I would never say no to the action.
I have good hand at the usually
And don't forget, and pull this little commercial up, little advertisement.
I have good hand at the
This is the final table of this specific tournament. $8 an hour. You have to come into the room. You guys have about 3.5 hours, nearly 4 hours to take advantage of this sale. $8 an hour. Can buy as many hours as you want. I believe it was it was Mighty Hammer and Sassy that loaded up on hours. Captain under pairs, ace, king offsuit. Going to be a pretty standard rip here. Just gonna min. I don't like these little min clicks with less than 10 big blinds. I'm not a big fan of it. It looks way stronger, and you're gonna want to call. You're gonna, you want to call the ace king offsuit. If I'm in the blinds with a marginal hand and a guy min raises it with with less than 10 big blinds, As a player, that's going to seem really strong. Isaac here under the gun, King Queen offsuit.
75,000.
Knock with an ace on the button. Probably gonna lay it down. That shit was like, you know, from the big blind and open there.
Big poetic justice, but no. Thursdays.
Isaac started this table at the 100,000. Started with 10 big blinds. Still with 12, but again, I think there's been like 2 level increases. I believe he started this far. I think there was another player that started off with 95,000, and then Isaac was one of the short stacks. Has eked his way up to, at minimum, a 5th place finish for this final table. Yeah, just 10 big blinds separating the chip leader knock. Cup. 3 of the little short stacks are just between 10 and 12 big blinds. Looks like he's carving out 75,000. Let's see. Gonna make it 93x. Pretty big open.
Ready to play.
Dwight finally picking up a relatively decent hand. Just gonna limp the cutoff with pocket 4s.
Players all in.
Re-isolation ripped by Isaac with pocket 7s out of the small blind. Gonna be a tough spot for Dwight. Gonna make the fold there. Bryce. Well, sometimes I commentate on these smaller buy-in tournaments.
90.
90.
I think to myself, It's a $130 buy-in. Fair enough. Touche. Now, I believe there were some issues with the software over the next couple hands. I'm going to try on this audio as it gets through this specific spot. Yeah, so I think we had some issues with these next hand or two as Eric kind of fixed action tracker I'm standing at there. Couldn't do much on the software. So thanks for tuning in. Everything should be squared up here in about 2 hands as we get down to, I think, 5 players left. Now the clock is paused to square up a few things. Wanted to make sure we didn't miss too many things. So everything got squared up. Eric fixed everything, came back out, is now getting chip stacks. Going to override the chip count stacks to make sure everything is good to go. Thank you all 60 viewers in the chat. Final table, $130 buy-in, 10K guarantee. Here at Poker House Dallas, Poker House Live. Super fast growing live stream. Stream 6 days a week now. Tomorrow we're going to be running 131K cap. Tuesday going to be taking off. Wednesday we're going to stream, well, I guess technically once. So I believe we're going to be streaming Mark's game from noon to 4. Now that game we streamed this past Wednesday from 10 to 2 p.m. It's really early because Eric and I both are here early, and we're here to the end of the tournament, so it'll be like 3:30 in the morning. So I think last week I got to the room about 8:15. Didn't leave till 3:15. Got up early. My body's so used to waking up at 7 that no matter what time I went to bed, I still got up at 7, and then ended up commentating PLO 6 to 10 Friday. Ran 2 tournaments, and then Saturday ran the Saturday live stream. So let's see if everything's good on our end here. All right, still with that buzz. Hopefully everything's good. Still getting a little bit of feedback. Isaac here, flopping bottom set. Jesus with top pair. Wouldn't be surprised if he gets his stack in. All right, so we're going to go with no table mic, I believe. So you guys are just going to get me no table talk. 4 players left remaining. We got Knock, Dwight, Isaac, Captain under pairs on this final table. I'm trying to read these comments. Okay, Chelsea, yep, your dad's going to be in the booth tomorrow from 6 to 10 p.m. Tara, sounds like a long reverb pedal. I don't even know what the hell that means. Mighty Hammer, an underwater sensation, an underwater Asian sensation. Hey-ya. Boom, boom, choo. You have a reverb dial on your soundboard that you bumped old school. I don't even know what y'all are talking about. I just commentate and I play. Isaac here started this final table off last in chips, second to last in chips. Now the chip leader, ace queen offsuit under the gun. Gonna make it 2.5x. Captain under pairs 11 big blinds gonna make the fold. Not gonna fold king queen offsuit. A lot of these players taking passive lines. Isaac being the most aggressive, using that to his advantage here. Again, flip-flopping and changing the dynamics of this final table. Knock here on this flop. Yeah, pretty evident that she turned a 10 there, has a 3. She shouldn't have too many 3s out of the small blind, but definitely has a 10 in her range there, especially after checking flop and ripping that turn. Let's take a look at these stack sizes real quick. Look at chip stack depths. Isaac 28 big blinds, Knock 22 big blinds, Cup with 11, Dwight with 5. Interesting turn of events since the beginning of this final table. Captain under pairs and Dwight had 2 of the bigger chip leads when this final table started. Isaac and Knock had 2 short stacks. These final 4 players remaining, those have flip-flop with 4 players remaining. Again, the payouts here, 3,062 up top, 1,897 for second, 1,336 for third, 969 for fourth. So fourth place gonna walk away with nearly $1,000. Tara, okay. I was born in '83. I'm 39, about to be 40. Got gray hair, a little bit. Bald spot top of my head. Knock here with 4s. Let's see if he's going to want to risk his stack here with 2 short stacks left remaining. I wouldn't blame a defend here. It's going to fold, yeah. A6 suited, you're definitely defending. Especially four-handed, but A6 offsuit. I'm probably defending A6 offsuit four-handed with that chip stack size. Again, from an ICM perspective, these Dwight and Cup short stack, so... Oh, you're older than me, Hammer? Dang, you old. You're probably close to playing the senior events. Just kidding. Oh. Touche. Well, I'm not a music guy. Not gonna rip. Wow, that's a really big rip. With that many big blinds, you know, I understand she's trying to protect her hand. Afraid of potential overcards, but nothing bad's going to be calling you there. You know, you can min raise there and call off, you know, a rip and just hope you hold. But again, you don't really want to be ripping that many big blinds. I think, let's see how many big blinds she has right now. You really don't want to be ripping 21 big blinds in that spot. Got Mint in the chat. Thanks, Tara. Tara, who are you watching on this final table? Dwight Undergun's going to have to make a move really soon. He's got the big blind coming up. Captain Underpair is here with 4. He's going to rip his stack. Going to pick up some chips. Now going to be on the button with 8 big blinds. Can try to spin it up here. In 4th place, is going to be finishing with just under $1,000. Captain Underpair is here with King Jack suited on the button. Less than 10 big blinds. Rip it. Old Jen in the house, man. With the super chat. Tori, I gave you a ton of points and you're just gambling them away. Bankroll management. Bankroll management. Number one thing in poker. Bankroll management. Streamlad's points management. 4 players left remaining. Sunday, $130 buy-in. 10K guaranteed. Easter Sunday. 102 total entries. Not gonna lie, was sweating the guarantee. Ended up hitting it. Dwight here is just going to have to get his chips in. Trying to maybe hope for a ladder up. Isaac can make the bet. Not, is he going to call with just 2 overs with a gutter? Doesn't believe Isaac here. 6 of clubs. Filling up on the river. See what size he's going to go use here. Small bet. 40K. Folds. Maybe hopefully try to target ace high. Again, Brandon in the box. Dude Maestro in the chat, what's going on? Dude Maestro is going to be in the booth tomorrow with Cup. They're going to be commentating 1-3 1K cap. Looking forward to that. Either I or Eric Anderson will be on Action Tracker. Dwight's going to get all his chips in for just basically 1.5 big blinds. Cup here going to call with pocket 3s. Coin flip spot here. In a tournament, Tara? Not very often. Jack here. Both players a 2-pair, but Dwight with the better 2-pair. Cup's going to need a 3 and a 3 only. Or a heart. Oh, filling up. You want to come in here? Spoiler alert.
Didn't you just text me?
No, I didn't text you.
Who just texted me?
Not me.
Eric.
Yeah, I was like, that wasn't me.
That's Eric. I thought that was you.
No, you're good. I don't want to do a spoiler alert right now. I don't want to do a spoiler alert.
I'm not out yet.
No. But I think everybody knows you are when I'm talking to you. So if you want to come in here, and you want to finish this thing off with me? Yeah. Let's go. Come on. Let's get you in here. All right. Spoiler alert, ladies and gentlemen. I have Cup in the booth. Obviously, he's still in the tournament based off the screen, but I guess we all know what happens here. Captain Underpair is going to get his chips in here. Kings versus Ace Jack. Dream scenario spot for Dwight here. And of course, Captain Underpairs with the short stack with Ace Jack definitely getting his chips in as well. All right, here up the Underpairs flopping a jack. He's going to need an ace or a jack on this run. That's going to drop him down to 4 big blinds. Nice little run out for Dwight, leaving Captain Underpairs with just 4 big blinds again. Congratulations on your run.
Yeah, thank you, sir. It was a rough day. Long
Your daughter's in the chat. That is your dad.
Hey, Chelsea. Love you, babe.
Yeah, it was funny because he came in here. He asked if I text him, and I'm like, no. And I think people heard his voice, and I'm like, well, spoiler alert. So might as well bring him in the booth now. Oh. Well, congratulations on your finish. 102 entries, 4th place finish. For what, nearly $1,000.
Yeah.
And then tomorrow you're going to be in the booth with Dude Maestro. He's in the chat right now as well.
Oh, sweet.
So, how does it feel? Good run. You've been playing well.
Yeah. I've been up for about 36 hours. I drove in from California. Had no sleep. And that's a terrible excuse. I know there's a few hands I totally screwed up on, which Dude Maestro tomorrow will make sure to let me know about.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't think anybody can really say anything because you finished 4th place out of 100. So you finished in the top 5%. That's pretty damn good. I'm okay with that. Here we go with Captain Underpairs. You with King 7 suited on the button. Isaac with 6s. Definitely hand he should be opening with. Doesn't need to go too big, though. Oh, 80K. Oh, yeah, that's 80K, yeah. Blinds are up to 20K small blind, 40K big blind, 40K big blind ante. Now, under a lot of circumstances, Cup, this hand is a rip. Even though
I know it.
Yeah, but
and I didn't.
And it's not even if you fold here, it's not the worst. Now the thing is, from a consideration standpoint,
I'm on the button. I'm thinking rip, and I did not do it.
You're going to be under the gun next hand, and you're going to be in the big blind with just 4 big blinds. So that's a hand that you could have got it in with. Yep. No big deal. So as you playing more, are you trying to transition more to the tournament side or to the cash side? A little bit of both.
A little bit of both.
Yeah.
I'm really liking tournaments a lot lately.
They're fun, man.
I've been finishing late, and I just got to learn how to freaking finish it out. That's all.
It's tough. You know what the cash rate is? The cash rate for a tournament is 18%.
Right.
So if you finish if you cash in 22% of your tournaments, that's pretty dang good, irrespective of all, the buy-in. So.
Yeah, thanks for the shout out in the chat, guys. I really appreciate that.
Yeah, Min here, Dude Maestro. Chris Larkin was making fun of you. He said Cup's still figuring out this 15-minute delay thing. So even though you busted a few, obviously, soon,
right?
It's not a 15-minute delay, but it's all right. No big deal.
Or I've got so many chips, I went to Whataburger and took a break.
Yeah. So tell me a little bit about the Captain Underpair story, right?
Oh, the story?
Yeah, how you got the name.
Okay. I am a subscriber to Jonathan Little, pokercoaching.com. And a lot of his training, he always says overpairs, straights, and stuff like that, and underpairs. And one day when he said it, I was like, dude, it's not how he said underwear. And then I started thinking about Captain Underpairs, and under pants, and it just kind of went from there. And
I like it.
All right. What did I do? I think I shoved.
Not sure what you shoved with.
Me neither.
That's live. Well, we can't see the whole cards because of the security, but this is what's going on here. So
I did have a couple of really good, just crap hands I shoved with, and I got through.
That's okay.
That might have been one of them right there because I'm so short and.
King in the chat. Is that him with the? That is him with the glamorous hat. So Captain Underpairs with the hat and the sunglasses in the booth here. Poker Ski looking for Isaac to take it down. I had him on the ropes 3 times a day. Yeah, so it's really funny the dynamics of this final table. Knock and Isaac started up 2 of the short stacks. You and Dwight had big stacks starting. Now, again, with that being said, that's just the nature of tournament poker.
Yep.
A lot can change. You know, the tournament when I started the final table 8th or 9th in chips, and I just stayed patient, picked my spots, and just kind of laddered up. So, you know, it's a learning curve. So
it is.
Again, congratulations to your 4th place finish. We're about to see it here in a few minutes. So
it was a lot of fun. Now, before the final table, I only had 15,000 chips.
What were the blinds like? They couldn't have been like more than 1K, 2K, 2K or something like that.
I think they're actually just a little bit above that.
Okay, so 244. I don't know if 244. So you would have had 3.5, 4 big blinds.
And so about 30 minutes prior to the final table, I had 15,000 in chips, and then just started just raking it. And then I came to the final table with a really nice stack.
On a blind versus blind scenario, against the biggest chip stack, King 8 offsuit, I'm actually just going to get my chips in there.
Yeah.
You're just going to call and complete.
And
leave yourself a little bit, kind of evaluate a flop maybe and see.
And then this is the hand right here, guys. Spoiler alert.
Now, with that being said, you're not in terrible condition. You're not in a terrible spot. Now, with the ace being there, definitely.
Right. But he checks, and I shove. Because I'm saying, hey, man, he's probably got king high, maybe a weak ace.
I'm okay, though. I'm okay with that. Again, you're short stack. You're going to have to make a move eventually. You only have 2 big blinds. You're going to be in the small blind next hand. You're going to leave yourself with 1 big blind.
Yeah.
So, now for the record, even if you check back turn, or check back flop, the king's going to, you're probably going to get it in.
Yep. Yeah. I was losing no matter what on that.
All right. That is Cup getting eliminated in 4th place for $969. We're now down to the final 3 remaining players. Let's take a look at these chip stack sizes for the 3 final players. Got Isaac in the 9th seat with 28 big blinds, 1.1 million. Knock, 14 big blinds, 570K. And Dwight, again, got down to like 1 or 2 big blinds, kind of spun it up to 8 big blinds. Gonna ensure himself of a payday of a minimum $1,336. Again, up top, $3,062, $1,897 for second, and $1,336 for third. Having some table audio issues. Normally we'll listen to the table, but again, you get Cup and I, so that's not half bad consolation.
Yeah, right. And Knock is hilarious. Oh my gosh, that lady is just crazy. Some of the stuff she was saying, I was like, oh my gosh, did she really say that out loud? And she did.
Now, you've been commentating a few times now with Larkin and or Tiny.
Yeah.
How do you like being on this side?
Honestly, I freaking love it. It is, at the first time I ever did it, I was just scared to death. The screens are right here in your face, and there's stuff flashing, there's stuff going on. I'm just like, oh, what the crap am I looking at? What am I going to say? And all this kinds of stuff. But working more and more is just, it's a blast. So much fun, and it's a total honor. And it's just a lot of fun to see what's going on, and I actually learn something every time I commentate. Yeah,
and so what's cool is, like, you know, players like you, Larkin, and Tiny. Oh, it looks like we have a nice little spot here.
Oh wow!
Raise from under the gun, King 9 offsuit. I don't hate this open here. Knock with Ace Queen offsuit, gonna re-rip it out of the small blind. Now it's gonna be a kind of a tank fold here for Isaac in this spot. So. Yeah.
What about you think about the 7s that were folded? What do you think about that? Close.
I don't hate the fold. Because
Okay.
if Isaac were to call there, Dwight would still have 7, 8 big blinds, and potentially one of these. If Isaac were to call there, right, he could have been left with, I don't know, 8, 10 big blinds. Could have potentially stole some pots later on, and potentially ICM'd up for another $400-500.
Exactly.
I don't hate the pocket sense. And now if it's like, nines and above, I think you have to just go with it. I think maybe the bottom of your calling range three-handed there is maybe like eights, nines. I'm not sure.
Right.
Again, I wasn't sure the exact chip stack sizes.
And Tara said, what did she say? And I cannot repeat it, Tara. Seriously. Some of the stuff she said was like, oh, wow.
Yeah, Sassy's playing tomorrow. Dude Maestro, Kim or Hayden are playing tomorrow. I got confirmation from them. So you get to commentate on Kim or Hayden.
Oh, my gosh.
So it's funny, just for the record. I text Kim and Hayden because they play. They're very big, just like you, Larkin and Tiny. You guys are very big supporters of the room, right? So which is why we always give you guys the opportunity to commentate. If you ever want to commentate one of the big games with me, if Larkin's commentated the big game with me, Kim and Hayden, they've been supporters of the room, supported the live stream when we were kind of stepping up the stake. So, they get, I want to say, an auto lock first. I always say, hey, you guys willing to play stream? And Kim was all like, well, it depends who's commentating. And I was like, Larkin and Cup. She's like, one of us will play. We're not sure, but one of us will play. It sounds
wow.
I think she says, it sounds like fun. One of us will play for sure.
That is so awesome.
But Hayden's kind of anti-stream right now because he runs bad on streams.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, but Kim, what did she say? She said specifically, who's commentating? I was like, Cup and Larkin. Oh, okay, that sounds fun! Exclamation point. One of us will definitely play.
Oh, man.
So
that's going to be so awesome.
Either I or Eric can run action tracker. Isaac here with bottom pair. And so it was a small blind versus blind scenario. Isaac completed from the small blind. Not checked her big blind option. Completed with a small bet here, 40K. It's a big bet, nearly half pot.
Wow.
Oh, it's a check bet call. Check bet call. Okay. Now knock.
She's going to be sticky.
Eights. Now he's going to have to lay this down. Yep. Snap fold there from knock. Or snap fold there from Isaac there.
Yeah.
Could have thought his ace high was good there even, but then when she double barrels there.
Yeah.
She doesn't have a ton of double barrel bluffs. Right?
Not there.
Especially three-handed. Now, you're relatively new to tournament poker. Totally get it. Now, Isaac is a dealer. I know him from seeing him deal Choctaw. I've seen him deal the live stream for Prime Social down in Houston. So
wow.
He's familiar with kind of like tournament. Maybe not actually playing tournaments, but as a dealer, you get to see a ton of stuff, right? You get to see how players play and whatnot. And so you kind of get the idea in terms of bet sizing and stuff. Like, you know how I learned how to play tournaments? Like, I actually just watched vlogs on tournaments, and just when I first played my first tournament, I just paid attention to like what I thought were decent players and their sizing. So obviously,
she's reaching.
Look at this!
Wow, beautiful. He'll fold.
Now, with that being said, in blind versus blind scenario, like a heads up spot like that, you don't want to just raise your premiums. I'm not a big fan of the jam. Well, actually, I am a big fan of the jam because it's going to put Dwight. She's got him covered significantly, so he's going to have to call off pretty snug. And in a blind versus blind scenario, or a heads up scenario, you don't want to just be raising with. I have a strategy where you kind of in the blind versus blind scenario, you limp with your marginal hands like your 7-9 suited, your queen 10 offsuits, those kind of hands. Mm-hmm. Then obviously you raise your premiums, but you also want to be raising with your junk hands,
exactly,
like your 10-4 offsuits, your 9-deuce offsuits.
Yeah, maybe too easy to read that way.
Yeah, so in order to say quote unquote balance,
exactly,
right? So now, I don't recommend doing that often, but from time to time, you don't want to just be raising with your premium hands.
Exactly.
So like I played three-handed before heads up, where sometimes I'll fold the 9-3 suited, but the next time I'll get like Jack 2 offsuit, and I'm just gonna raise or like re-raise.
Right. Exactly. Wow. I'm nervous now. You said Kimber Hayden is going to play.
Yeah. No, don't be nervous.
Well, I'm not. Because you know what I'm going to do? I am going to, tonight, I'm going to Google and take a crash course on how to become a professional commentator. So Kim will be proud of me.
You know what? Kim and Hayden are already proud of you. They love you.
Those guys are so just awesome with a capital A.
Yeah. And it's so awesome because, like, all right, Dwight here, one big blind left, going to just get his stack in there. He's gonna need a miracle double up 1.5 big blinds. Oh my gosh, what a spot! Snap call ace queen offsuit. Dwight in danger of being eliminated. He's gonna need a jack or a 3, or some weird run out in order to take this pot down.
A bunch of diamonds. That's it.
That's a good flop.
Yep.
Flop in middle pair. Knock with Still an ace to the overboard and a 10 to hit Broadway. 4 diamonds on the turn. Dwight with a good spot here.
Wow.
Man, he just like keeps on hanging on.
Beautiful.
He's like you know like
a tick.
yeah,
No,
that just never dies. You try to get him, they just like keep on hanging on.
Yeah.
Yeah, Isaac started working like a week and a half ago, 2 weeks. I remember he was here for his audition. I was either working the live stream or doing something.
That is cool.
And I saw him when he was doing his audition. And you know, the people that usually are on the auditions, it's like Matt, Danielle, Craig, Chris Tess, me, or a couple other people, and we just watch them. We watch like they watch the mechanics, and then like I purposely kind of like interact with them just to see how they interact. And I was like, I don't know why you guys are. You guys don't need to audition. This guy's solid. He deals a live stream at Prime, and he's dealt Choctaw. So like, they just do it as a formality.
Right.
But I was like, yeah, you're gonna pass this guy on his audition.
That's cool.
Now I've seen some of these deals that come in on audition. They don't really understand like the bomb pots in Congress and like that. But in terms of mechanics, like you know, most people know how to do Hold'em that are dealers. So
Well, that's cool because he's an awesome guy too. He had a really good table talk tonight. A very friendly guy.
it's not very nice, man. She's not. No, she's not. She's nice. She's nice to me. She's very superstitious. Not Min. These players just holding on here, this final table.
Awesome. No one mentioned the word chop at all, which I'm also thankful for. Oh, here we go. It's nice. Oh, here we go.
Now, 15 big blinds. You don't need to be ripping your whole
I
stack
was
here.
just gonna say.
If you want to min open, it's got to be 120. Makes it 125. Knox definitely going to be calling at minimum. Oh my gosh, Dwight with 10.
Are you kidding me?
This is a setup hand.
That's a shove.
Okay, so he's going to shove. Now I think Isaac's going to reshove here. Dwight with the Tom Dwan stand up, getting ready to leave.
Right. And I agree with your point on that. It'd be a great reshove right there.
Yeah, now you have to reshove to isolate.
Yep.
They just call. Now, okay.
Call. Okay, now they're just going to check it down.
Yeah, so, and that's what I say, like, that's not a horrible idea.
Exactly.
Not a horrible idea to ensure ladder up. So,
exactly.
1336 for third, 1897, nearly 1900 for second. So, let's see what happens here.
Nice.
Oh, my gosh.
Are you kidding me?
Still hanging on. Flopping the boat.
Grief.
Not going to need a jack. Jack can knock him out. That'd be so gross. Dwight,
wow.
Let's go with the triple
Dwight is like, boom, there's show that, baby.
Let's go, Dwight. Look at these chip stack sizes now compressed between these players. 2 big blinds separating.
Good grief.
Dwight just keeps hanging on and hanging on. Let's go.
Wow. And these chip stacks are very close together now. This is awesome. Scott Friedman in the chat. What's up, buddy?
Yeah.
I knocked out Scott and Bart.
Let's go.
What? I couldn't believe it.
This table full of surprises with the final 3. I thought we would have been done.
I did too.
So I'm not okay. Let me ask you this question.
Yeah.
I didn't think this tournament was. I didn't think this tournament was going to make the guarantee.
I didn't either.
Okay, I hate it when people slam the cards down. I always tell people like, hey, if you don't make a hand or if you lose, like, don't slam my cards down because it's $200. Every time I see it, I'm like $200 deck.
Yeah.
So that's anyway.
Don't slam them.
Don't slam them.
Don't bend them.
Last Monday, wait, did you commentate last Monday?
Yes, I did.
It was you. Yeah, because we burned through 3 decks last Monday.
Good grief. Yeah, I said kept coming in.
Yeah, I kept
like,
coming in,
gosh.
like grabbing deck, coming in. I was like, what's going on?
Man. Yeah, I didn't think we were going to make the minimum tonight.
Yeah, so I didn't. So I was talking to her. I was like, hey, man, do you think we need to cancel it? Talk to Danielle. I was like, I think, I'm concerned about a pretty big overlay.
Well, Easter, I figured a lot of people wouldn't even know that we're even open or what the hours might be or the change of tournament schedules. And
yeah, so on Wednesday, like, we talked to Danielle, like, hey, like, look, like, it's Easter, right? She's like, we checked the schedule. TCH was running their tournaments today. Shuffle's running their tournaments. So she's like, no, we're going to run our tournament, but let's blast it between now and Saturday. So we just blasted it.
Right.
And so yesterday, look at this nice little flop here. Isaac here with middle pair. see if Knock decides to take a stab. I'm gonna check, turn, check, river. Let's see if Isaac's gonna try to bet for a little bit of value, for thin value here.
There you go.
Small bet, 60K to 180, about third pot. Snap fold, maybe targeting ace sides that has a little bit of showdown value based off that run out.
Very nice.
So we were sweating it, we were watching it, and like I saw 8 entries with like 15 minutes left in registration. I was like, oh man. So I set a line with Eric yesterday at 70 players. I said, you're gonna pick the over or the under? He's like, he's like, you pick. I was like, I'll pick the under. He's like, I'll take the over, and we played $1 per person. So I owe him 32. Wow. I tried to text him like in level 2. I said, can I buy out of it for 15
or CCR?
Yeah. So he didn't let me buy out of it. And then I tried to bet him that the final table would start before 7. He didn't take the bet. Dwight here, ace 3 offsuit, blind versus blind, gonna rip it, try to ISO. Knock now down to 7 big blind. She was a chip leader earlier.
Yes, she was.
So let's take a look at this
hitting everything.
And here's the thing, like I said, when you start getting like this deep in a tournament, the swings are gonna be relatively big. Blinds are now at 30K, 60K with a 60K big blind, any level 18. Have about 11 minutes left in this. Again, 20-minute levels, excuse me. So how about, we still have a good 14 minutes left in this level, I believe. 16 minutes left in this level. So not even halfway through this level. Blinds, again, are up level 18, 30K small blind, 60K big blind, 60K big blind, Annie. All right, is it gonna get a walk in the big blind?
That's a good feeling. Just getting those blinds, man. How important those suckers are. No.
All right, let's take a look at this hand. We're at hand 54, about nearly 2, I guess. Really hour 45 because of the 15-minute delay. So about an hour 40 minutes left into this final table. Again, 4th place finisher Robert Wheeler, captain under pairs in the booth with me. Gonna finish this thing off. Dwight Williams on the button, scraped and crawled to get to where he's at. Won some big pots, had less than 4 big blinds on a couple of occasions, and still made the final 3. Isaac going to give Knock a walk in the big blind. A lot of these players are just going to be trading chips. I'm going to try to get this thing heads up. I got to work on the thumbnail tomorrow. I'm either going to do it tonight or I'm just going to do it tomorrow.
Yeah, I really like Dwight's play. He very calm, cool, collected.
Well, the Dusukis on Sunday also kind of helps out as well.
Yeah, right.
So do you drink when you play? I don't drink when I very rarely do I.
Very rarely. Mostly like at the meetup games we have.
Yep.
Which, by the way, is next Sunday at noon.
Next Sunday noon.
Let's go.
Chat Pro meetup game here at Poker House Dallas. It is open to all. So if you are in the chat, we say Chat Pro meetup. If you are active in the chat, again, next Sunday, Chat Pro meetup day starting at noon. It's going to be our 1-2-500. It's going to be in one of the private rooms.
Yep. And we play a bunch of different games.
Yeah.
We play a 7-2. We're going to do all kinds of weird stuff. It's a lot of fun. A lot of splash pots, a lot of booze, a lot of cake, which, hey, those are 2 of my favorite words. I stole that from Eric.
Which order, though? Booze or cake?
Either.
Either or?
Yep.
They both have equal value?
Exactly.
Hey, so it's okay. Now, I'm not surprised that Knox here because she's made some final tables. But, like, she's, like, won some really big pots. Again,
yes.
Her and Isaac, they were in the bottom 3 on this final table.
Yep, so and I thought for sure she was going to be gone, and I'm still staring at her on the TV screen.
Ace-10 offsuit, going to rip it from the button. Pretty standard rip, 7 big blinds. Dwight going to fold from the small blind, Jack-6 offsuit. Isaac here. Let's see what he's got.
He's asking for a count.
Yeah. Even though we know Dwight folded, I think Eric has not hit fold just yet. All right, here we go.
Oh,
Threes.
Yeah.
Oh, this is a tough spot here.
I'm calling. Just because I'm an idiot, but I'm calling. I got a pair.
He's going to leave him with 8 big blinds. So here's the thing. You can rip with threes. You really don't want to be calling off with threes. I think your bottom of your calling range is like sixes.
Oh, you are so right.
Yeah.
I would be ripping.
Yeah.
I'd be ripping just because I got a pair.
Yeah.
It's so hard to get a pair. 3 ways, final table.
I agree, dude, Maestro. I don't drink when I'm grinding. Like meetup game or like my birthday party. Like Kim threw me a surprise birthday party here once, and we played like 2, 4, or 5, 10 mix, and like everybody bought it for $200, $300, and we played just all these like carnival games, and like I don't remember what happened after like 9 p.m. Like I didn't drive, and like it was rough the next day, and it was all funny because we had like 6 or 7 people that played, right? And the joke was the only people that did well that night were the dealers. Because like Kim would tip 10 and I would just tip like 12 or 15. So the dealers made off well. Really, really well.
Oh, sweet. Oh, I like this Tara Harrison. She's like, in T minus 5 minutes, Cup's head sleeps on the desk. LOL. I am literally dizzy, drunk, tired.
I feel that. So like, you know,
that feeling.
With Katie's game like 4 or 5 weeks ago, now we started recording that. Like the last time we actually did it live, I like closed my eyes and Eric's like, shh, Ed's sleeping. I'm like, no, I'm just resting my eyes. So I was like, let's record it and then like I'll commentate on it like the next day.
Right.
Last Thursday, so we streamed Mark's game, right? Last Wednesday. So I was here at 8:30 and then I ran Katie's game and I was here until 3:30 in the morning.
Oh my gosh.
And then the next day I did PLO and I still woke up at 7:30 in the morning. I don't know why. I still woke up at 7:30, 8 o'clock in the morning. And then like halfway through PLO, I was like, great. I was feeling great. But like halfway through PLO, I'm texting Eric out there. I'm like, Eric, I need a commentator. I was like, send me Craig, send me over. And he, you know who he got me? He ended up getting me OFC. It's pretty good. It's like pretty, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, so he got me OFC for PLO. And then the next day, OC commentated with Hayden. So what do you think the quality of our live streams? You've been here you Chris Larkin, Scott Friedman, you know, Rena, some of these people in the chat, like we're here very early on.
Right.
And we sucked.
Yeah.
And we sucked.
Right. We did.
And
But from then to now,
Yeah.
Are you kidding me? Amazing.
Yeah. So got some cool improvements and upgrades that we got going on. I didn't know if you knew this or not that, you know, this backspace area, they're actually going to convert that to the new employee lounge. And then where the employees are, the employee lounge and the office are, they're going to make the office space bigger and they're going to put the commentary booth. So this is going to be strictly for production.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So it's going to be happening hopefully in the next. It's going to take 3 weeks total. I think they're going to be starting soon. So, you know,
Look at Knock going all in right there at 5-2. She knows, though. I think she knows Dwight's is.
Either Dwight's got it or he's not.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So he's been playing relatively passive on this final table.
Yep. And she knows it, and she's taking advantage of it. And good job.
So do you know Tara?
No.
Oh, because she's new to the. She could be newer to the chat. She's been commentating. So Tara, thanks for tuning in, for joining in.
Yes.
60 viewers in the chat. Tori, we'll have to be doing something.
Yeah, guys in the chat, where y'all at? Type in where you guys are chatting from.
Yeah.
Love to.
Tori, where are
love to
you
know
at?
that.
So she's saying we're doing something right. I hate watching other poker lives. I can never stay long to listen. We try to make it fun. We try to do a little bit of analysis and get you know, the viewers involved.
Awesome.
They were pocket nines.
Thank you, Tori. That was awesome. Love it.
Tune in tomorrow. Larkin's going to be commentating along with Cup, so you're going to get back-to-back days with Captain Underpairs.
Yep. And the cool thing about Chris, a.k.a. Dude Maestro, is that he is just a phenomenal commentator, and I'm basically just a clown. So you're going to get really good commentating, and me here just act like a clown. So nice little blend of personalities.
Right. Okay, Tori's from Rockwall.
Oh, wow. Close. I was at Rockwall this morning with my youngest daughter and grandson having breakfast at the IHOP.
John K., you have it? Okay. Eric, I know you're listening right now. Let's get all these names and mail stuff out. That's what we're going to do tomorrow. Knock flopping bottom pair here. Isaac with an over, some backdoor equity type cards, straight draws, potentially backdoor runner hearts. John from California.
Nick Tran from L.A. I'm from originally from Cerritos, California, up to 91. Woo-hoo.
William Hilgoss from Lake Vermilion, Cook, Minnesota. I don't know where that's at. South Dakota. Look at this.
Wow, beautiful.
This is awesome. So
Antioch. That's John.
we got L.A. We got East Coast, West Coast. I think South Dakota is like Mountain Standard Time, right?
Oh, South Dakota might be. No, it's not Mountain. I know that for sure.
What's the time zone that's in between?
Central.
Okay, there's a time zone in between, like
It's
here in,
Mountain.
in Vegas. Okay,
That'd be New Mexico and Arizona, but Arizona doesn't do daylight savings, so right now they're only 1 hour behind, and they changed to 2 hours later on the next change.
Isaac here with a decent majority of the chips, 7-6 offsuit on the button. Again, when you're three-handed, you can open up your range a pinch more. You're gonna make it $125. I wouldn't be surprised if Knox just like rips it here.
Yep,
King 7 suited three-handed to
would love that hand.
Yeah, and so here's the thing:
Go girl.
you're blocking a lot of the strongest portions of your opponent's hand.
You're blocking aces, kings.
Yeah,
and ace king. You're blocking those.
King, queen, pocket
Yep.
king. So
Exactly.
watching from South Australia.
Here we go.
Let's go international.
Love it.
Where is
Australia.
I'm in Fate. I'm not sure.
That's by Rockwall.
Oh, I'm still new to the.
Yeah.
You just moved here Friday. What?
Wow.
Tori, do you play? If you come play cash or tournament, here's what I'll do for you. You come into our room. You say the Asian sensation sent me. I'll give you a free daily membership, and I'll give you 1 free hour of time. It's pretty good.
Very good.
It's very good.
That's why he's a sensation.
That's well. I'm the Asian sensation because I was the only non-white person in my fraternity in college. So it was like, no, that's really. I'm not lying. That's that's true.
That's so
Both
funny.
players with the same hand, though. Both players with some backdoor equity draws. Thanks, Corey.
Thank you.
So I didn't know if you knew this. I don't want to be a spoiler alert. So we're hiring 3 new tournament directors.
Oh,
They're going to be starting over the next 2 weeks.
including you or other than you?
Other than me.
Wow.
Yeah, so we're going to revamp some tournaments, add some tournaments, change some structures on tournaments. Talk to Eric, maybe streaming 6 or 7 days instead of 6 days a week, 7 days a week.
Shut it.
So we're gonna have like the guy that's coming up from Houston is a friend of ours. Me, Kim, and Hayden, and we found out they were looking for tournament directors. We snapped, like called Danielle and like, hey, we know this guy personally. So the room he was at, the guy actually left to be the tournament director of TCH Houston. So we thought naturally that he was going to be the new tournament director at this room.
Right.
Give him the opportunity. Potential change. Now he's going to be up here, not this upcoming, the week after that.
How can they change the structures? The structures are freaking awesome right now. If they make them even better, oh my gosh! I have to
Bob Weiser.
quit my job.
I play down there at Spades when I'm in Houston. I'm actually from Houston. Tori, so is this nice, blah, 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 blah. Bob Weiser, I probably have played with you because when I'm from the Houston area, I actually played at Spades very often. I haven't played at the New Room Capri. I played at Spades. If you know Michael, Coltrane, I'm good friends with Michael Carr. I know he left. Let's go here. Knock with
Good
the
shot.
best hand. Oh no, she has a 6.
Now she has open.
She needs a queen or 3. Yeah, queen or 3 on the river. Knock eliminates Dwight. Finally gets the best of him.
Great play, sir. Good job. I didn't mean to interrupt you.
No, you're good.
I wonder if Bob's middle name is Weiser
Right?
or Bud.
Bub. I just called him Bud.
That's what I meant, Bud.
Bud. Ask Michael Coltrane about me. Michael Coltrane's a buddy of mine. That's the guy that's coming here. I don't want to say it. That Michael Coltrane is leaving Space to come here. So I didn't want to say it anymore. Yeah.
That's so cool.
Dwight there finished in 2nd place. Knox getting up like they're talking about a chop. Everybody knows how I feel about chops.
Yep.
I don't like them.
Nope.
Tori, where did you come from if you just moved here last Friday?
Are there blinds relatively
40, 80,
the same?
40, 80, 80.
And they're chip stacks. I wonder if they're very similar in chip stacks. That's really the only time I really think about chopping is if we got the same kind of stack.
Good game for Dwight here. I'm either debating whether or not we're going to go out or if I'm going to just grind a little bit.
Dwight played so well. He did so good tonight.
I know, Corey. I'm anti-chop. No one likes chops. Yeah, they're okay. Let me see if I can turn. Oh, he disconnected. So
Yeah, Bob said he's been called Bud since he was 5.
yeah, I know. I'm really good friends with both
that,
Michaels.
Love that
so.
name.
I know a lot of the staff and the players down there. Wong plays down there. I know Penzo Don used to play down there. Used to play there. I think he may be a Capri now, but a lot of those players I know very, very well. Again, I'm from the Houston area. That was my preferred room of choice. Let me phrase that. When I was in Houston, before 7 p.m., I played at Legends, and then when the sun started going down, I would leave and go down the Spades. This is a joke because a lot of people get shot in the parking lot.
Right.
Whatever.
Yeah.
The quality of the room to play is good there, but it's not safe.
Yeah, just get into your cars.
Yeah.
Story.
No, people are like, why do you pay for the $5 valet parking? Because I don't, want to live.
Right. Oh man, on the mug, Rena just got back from a cruise and she's got rum from like different countries.
Let's go. Again, if you're April 6th, we're going to be talking about that all this week. We're going to be streaming tomorrow. We're going to be streaming Wednesday. Mark's game is going to be Wednesday. We're going to stream it. They're going to start that at 10 a.m. It was too early for Eric and I, so they're going to start on the live stream table, play for a couple hours. They're going to stop play for a little bit, get chip updates, and then at noon to 4, we're going to do that one.
Oh, cool.
Thursdays PLO, Fridays 5-10-25, Saturday is 5-5-10. So with that being said,
Go ahead and do the camera.
That
do the
Wednesday game, that Mark's game was just sick.
Stupid.
God, that was a crazy game.
I got Eric Anderson here. Let's wrap this bad boy up. You eat too much Twin Peaks to fit in that little spot.
Well, yeah.
All right.
Have a microphone?
Yeah, you had the microphone there.
Give me some volume. I can't hear me. There
You go. You can hear yourself now.
So yeah, there's a problem with when we have to restart. This happened to me like 3 times, and I've got to talk to my guy in Australia to get it fixed. Whenever I restart, I get the reverb on the table mic.
Yeah, Tara said something about reverb. I'm like, I don't know what the hell you're talking about.
Yeah, it's I don't know what it is. I'm gonna have to fix that. But yeah, they got to 3-handed. It took forever to knock Dwight out.
Yeah.
Forever.
Dude, that guy.
Yeah.
What were you? What analogy were you using? What idiom?
Is that what it's called, the idiom?
Yeah.
I'm Asian. I do math. I don't do
I've been
pitch.
called an idiot. I don't know about
Yeah.
idioms.
I've been called worse. So.
So I used to play poker, and we were sitting there, and the guy got down to 2 big blinds, and he'd triple up, and then he'd like full, and then he'd triple up, quadruple up, and it's funny. And one of the guys said, "Man, this guy's like a turd that just don't flush."
Oh my gosh.
And I thought that was hilarious. But Dwight held on and held on and held on.
I mean, he
played
got
so
a
well.
$1,400
Yeah.
pay.
And he's a great player. This is not his first time on a live stream here at Poker House Live. But as soon as they finally got rid of him, it was straight chop.
Yeah,
They
chop.
did not play a hand. They went straight. And they happened to be, they both had like 1 million chips.
That's what I was wondering. That's what I was wondering.
I think,
Okay. I saw the payouts. So.
yeah, it was an exact chop. There was $1 left over.
Yeah,
I gave it to first place.
2,480, 2,479. Who took the win?
Isaac, because he had 80K more.
Okay, so Isaac, and so I was saying Isaac and Knock started.
There's me sitting there.
Listening to us.
Yeah, watching the last 15 minutes of the stream.
So again, that's it for us here in the Boost Poker House, Poker House
Oh, you kept
Live.
saying you're not sure who's action tracking tomorrow. My one day off is Monday. It's you.
No, you're off Tuesday too.
Oh.
Yeah, I mean I'll run it. It's not a big deal.
All right.
No big deal. I'll run it.
I got to do laundry tomorrow.
What are you talking about? You send it out.
Yeah, that's doing laundry.
I know what to. I mean, I've done my own laundry like the past 3 times. life is rough.
Oh my God.
You put it in
Oh
a
my
suitcase,
gosh.
you drop it off, you come back the next day.
Wow.
So I say I have to finish doing my laundry. Kim's like, what does that mean? I'm like, I got to go pick it up now.
Yeah.
I live in a camper van. I actually have to go to the laundromat.
Yeah, so do I. I drop it off. I come back the next
I
day.
don't.
It's
I
done.
sit there for
He
an
actually
hour.
does it.
Why?
I do it.
Why would you? What's your time worth? I mean, how much does it cost you to do laundry? Let's say,
It only costs me like $10.
okay, so that's soap and water and everything.
If you get
Okay,
it done, it's probably
$10.
$22.
But I
So
sit there and I watch poker videos and
How long
study.
does it take you to do that?
About an hour.
It takes you an hour, wash, dry, fold, everything. It's an hour?
Yeah.
Oh,
It doesn't
wow.
take at these commercial places, it's a lot quicker.
Well.
It's like 20 minutes to wash, 35
I've
minutes.
never done laundry. I didn't know. I thought it was like a week-long process.
Oh my gosh, no.
That's
we
how long
actually
it
have
takes
these
my wife to
machines.
do it.
We got these
First
machines
world
now.
problems.
We don't have to sit by a creek and rub on rocks anymore.
Yeah.
No, I
You should
thought-
try it sometime.
Why would I? So if it only takes an hour, okay, my time is still worth more than
$18 an hour.
yeah. So besides the $10, it's like $23 to have them wash, dry, fold.
But he lives in his camper van anyway.
So do
I
I.
live in my camper van. And plus I'm doing poker videos as my laundry is going on.
All right.
Oh, fair. All right.
Plus I
So
only have 2 pair of underwear.
that's
How
true.
much do they
that
win?
2
$2,300
TMI?
a piece.
No, it's $24.80 and $24.79.
Yep.
So
Yeah, $24.80 for Isaac, $24.79 for Knock, and yeah, Knock is hilarious.
Chat,
She-
thank you guys for hanging out with us tonight, man.
Yeah,
we
that's it for
so
us.
appreciate it. Thank
6
you
to
so
10
much.
tomorrow. 1-3-1K cap. Have the lineup already set.
Tomorrow, be there.
Dude Maestro Cup in the booth. That's it for us
Eric
here at
doing
Poker House
laundry.
Dallas. Poker House Live. Signing off.
Good night, guys.
I'm gonna switch to this. Hold on. Bink. Yeah, you can turn off the mics. I'm just gonna let it fade like this.